If you have strong bond with your mom, you'll have no obstacle. So this session is about parenting and the spiritual way behind parenting. How can we handle situations with our kids in a spiritual way? Our spirituality holds our root. The more stronger our roots are, the more stronger our fruits will be, the more sweeter our fruits will be, and more easier the things will be to handle it in our day-to-day life, right? I'll start with a small prayer so that we invite the divine between us and whatever challenge, because I'm sure I, being a mother of a teenage and being a working woman and handling household plus my job and this work and everything, it is a challenge. But definitely with God with on our side, things become very, very easy. Not too difficult, though the problems arises, but solutions also arise before them. So let us close our eyes, everyone, those who are watching live or on recording later. So I will request everybody to close our eyes and join your hands if you're comfortable. And let's invite the divine presence to guide us in getting all the answers, getting all the solutions to our problems, so that we take a perfect action for grooming our children, providing them everything they need at the right time, and guiding us to make beautiful, lovely, divine souls grow under our presence. Amen. Thank you. Yeah. So the question which I often get to hear is, how can we make our children listen to us? Okay. So that question is so very common. How can we get our children, especially the teens and all, listen to us? Children, when they're small, we can have a, what do you say? We can shout at them. Some people just slap them. Sunna hi padega types, You have to follow our instruction. I'm your mother, I'm your father, and all those things. But if the children grow up after, even previously it used to be 13 and all. Now I feel 9-10-year-old also needs a valid reasoning and all. The teenage is growing. It's pre-posting, It's becoming earlier than it was before our time. So it's a very important question that how do we want our children to listen to us, even though we guide them in a perfect thing, whatever is perfect or right for them, even then they refuse to listen. So what do we do? Okay, so how many of you have the same problem or same question? How do you want to make your children listen to you? So if you have the same question, write me in the chat box, or if you've seen if your children are very small and even then you have a problem, so this could help. Okay, so this is important. Okay, what I'm going to tell you, it's very important for all the parents, whether you have children of infants, like very just newly born babies, or you have toddlers, or they are school going now, house schooling of course, or you have teens, or you have adults, and so on. So this is a very, very important learning. You can say you need to follow this. This is a very spiritual way of parenting. Okay, so we say that spiritually, when we talk about bringing up our children from the age of 0 to 6 years. Okay, so all the parents whose children are from between 0 to 6 years, you'll pay attention more, and all the parents who are, or the couples who are planning to have their babies and all, can also pay attention here more, so that you can always start the journey well prepared. So from 0 to 6 years or 0 to 5 years, you need to treat your children like a king. Okay, so king as in you are going to give them everything possible. Even if you have limited resources, don't let your child feel that we are into limitations. Don't let your child feel that we don't have enough, because that is the place, early 5 years, when children develop their belief system. We are also running because of belief system. I do a lot of workshops on taking care of our belief system, how they got it from our parents and all. So whatever is done to us is done to us by our parents, because they did not know what was the thing. But now we can be very responsible and we can take charge of it. So we need to be really careful that between the age of 0 and 5, we need to treat our children like king. Don't use more words of no. So don't do this, don't do that, don't go here, don't do this, all those things avoid. Be a yes person. Let the child feel everything is for me. Like I'm like a king. Whatever I want, it's always available. If the child comes from this belief system, he will get everything in his life with ease later on. Okay. So this is very important. Very, very important. So whatever limitations you have, whatever fights you have at home, whatever arguments you have at home, and whatever maybe there is a financial problem, these days many people have it. But if your child is between 0 and 6 years, don't let the child know it. Somehow provide it as like an option. They are not the brand conscious. They don't want a big stuff. They're happy with one chocolate or one stuff or anything. You can divert it back. So what I want to tell you, people between 0 to 6 years, say a lot of yes. And in a very artistic manner. If the child says, okay, I want ice creams more, I want chocolates more and all that, don't say no. Get them substitute. You can have anjeer ka chocolate or khajur ka something, the healthy option, wrapped in the chocolate wrapper or something. And he doesn't know the real things are a thing, no, if you have not exposed that child. So I remember up to 5 years of age, I didn't give my daughter a chocolate. For sure, I did not give. So that her teeth are intact. They were there, no black holes or something, no tooth decay, something. Nothing went wrong. And she didn't know. She didn't even crib about it because nobody was providing her. I mean, luckily I had a family which was supportive and all those things. And I was the only thing who was taking care of that thing. So say yes to a child 80-90% of the time, only when it is about the security, about the safety of the child, you will say no, but not as an order, with proper explanation. You will explain it properly, why you are saying no. Maybe not maturely like a lecture, in a story form. The child pick up and they will really pick up well. So it is a very crucial time. If they develop a belief system, life is for me and everything comes to me with ease and I think and I get it. Imagine the future of this child. They will have the beautiful, easy life. And that's what we want for our children, isn't it? Even though many parents feel we people had to struggle so much, children nowadays are getting so much. So what? They are children. Let them get it with ease, no? Let them have all the luxuries, all the benefits. Maybe we did not get it. That's all right. But we feel happy to see our children happy. So that is what is there. So between 0 to 5 years, they are like king and queen. And just give them everything. Yeah, that's important. Now, let's go to the next step. Between 6 and 12. So again, you can reduce to 2 years because the age bar has changed a bit. Everything has become a little premature these days. So between 6 and 12 years, you are going to discipline your children. Now, discipline is not about don't do this, you need to do that. Again, no order. You need to be telling about what is ethically right, not morally. What I want is like what makes you feel good. Awaken that. How do you feel when you do it? So suppose a child lies. So instead of telling don't lie, lies is a good bad thing, you need to always speak truth. Not this way the child does not learn. What you can do is you can ask him himself, how do you feel when you lie and hide the things, and how do you feel when you say the truth? So awaken the consciousness. Let the child be doing whatever he's doing even in your absence. Not because somebody's watching he'll do correct things and somebody's not watching he can do all the mischief what he wants to. So in whatever space you need to tell what is right and what is wrong according to how you feel. Awaken the heart. That is the spirituality. Awaken, because we know God resides in our heart and they reside in our children's heart also. So let us upbring, let us open up their heart. Always suppose the child has a fight in the compound, in the garden of the building or in the school or something, and there are complaints. So don't just shout, you did this, you did that, and all. Sit with the child and ask him, what do you think? Why did you do it? And how do you feel it? Especially use the word, how do you feel it? Do you feel okay to slap the child? Do you feel good when you give back answer? Or do you feel good when people appreciate you? So these powerful questions will affect the beautiful young innocent mind, and they will, and appreciate for being honest. So if they feel good about doing the wrong thing, guide them towards the right thing for sure, and encourage them to be honest to themselves, which is very, very important. We as an adult, we are wearing so many masks, one for the house का spouse के साथ, in-laws के साथ, मायके के साथ, job में, society में, and all that thing. We have forgotten what is our reality already. So when we go deep down in our meditations and all, when we go into spirituality, we understand that this is not we are. We are something different. And we have never got exposure. We were not allowed to be ourselves because of the society, because of the culture, or whatever reason, because of the discipline and all. Let us give the atmosphere to our children that they can be themselves, and they can express themselves. Plus, when we're disciplining, what I mean is disciplining their heart. Let the heart be awakened. So every situation, if they've made a mistake, if they've done anything wrong, or if they're not studying, if they're watching too much of TV or on mobile games or something, just sit with the child. Do you feel better? It's fine. And you know how mama feels when you do this. Suppose a back answer. So let the emotions be developed. Let the child has emotional connect. It's like, I've seen these days many children just take parents to be provider. Mama is there for cooking all the meals, ye banao, and all that stuff, different me. I don't want to eat this, I don't want to eat that. So make variety throughout the time. And dad is supposed to be ATM machine. And of course, sometimes the mamas are working, so even they, I want to buy this, I want to buy this and that and all. What we want is, we want the emotional connect with the child. It's not only good for us, it's good for them, so that when they face challenges of life, they have emotional support with them. They have somebody to rely on, so that they know that I have somebody strong pillar in my house who is taking care, who is listening to me, who is accepting me with all my emotions. So I hope you understand when I'm telling you 6 to 12 years, you're disciplining the heart, you're awakening the heart of the child. And last week I talked about how to awaken that spirituality. You can go through that life. So some tips and all are given, so you can follow them and put the seeds of spirituality right from the infancy till this year. Okay. Now comes the main part, that is after 12 years, that is 13 to 19, where children are rebellious. They feel they are one and all, and baki sab pani kam. That's what they use that thing, Mama doesn't know anything, Papa doesn't know anything, teachers don't know anything. They know it all because they're on net all the time. They are updated with all the Insta posts or all the news and whatever. And they are feeling that they are something big. And that device, the parents won't like it, and they feel all these clashes. It's so very common in so many houses with the teenage children. So in this case, okay, very important when you want your children to listen to you. So of course, if you're beginning from the childhood, if you've followed all these things, it will be easier. But if your children are already in the teenage and you haven't done what is supposed to be done that way, because we didn't know, right? We didn't know those methods. We did what our parents did to us, or maybe a little more looking at the YouTube or whatever stuff. So now if your children are into a teenage and you want them to listen, very, very important thing, you need to be honest with them. So you don't have to play the superstar, like I'm dad, I can do everything, I can manage all my emotions, even I don't feel fear, it's okay, At this age, when I say 0 to 5 years, don't show them the lack and all those stuff. Don't show them. But at this stage, you are going to show the clear picture of this family. If there are fights, if there are something, if there is a job insecurity, if there is not enough something, or if there is a relationship issue with brothers and chachas and mamas and uncles, share with them. Discuss with them. Now they are grown up enough. They need to know what are you going through. Otherwise, they'll always think as if you're a superstar, like Superman. My dad can do anything. He doesn't feel, he can't feel down. He can't feel. You don't have to ask now. You can be as a friend, as open like a friend. We don't even hide anything with our friends. It's okay. Like we know our friends are not judging us. So they will appreciate you more. So if you lie that, nahi, theek hai, kuch nahi, I'm okay, like that way, they will read your stuff. They will understand and they will say my father or my mother is a liar. They don't say the truth and they will feel that it's not okay to express our emotion. Are you getting this? This is super important. So if you're feeling low, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling whatever, tell them, don't lie. Be very, very honest with yourself and with your children. They will appreciate that my parents are genuine people. They are what they are. They don't have to lie or they don't have to fake to make it, and they will learn to be genuine to the people outside because they are modeling you all the time. All the time. You are like God to them, whether they tell you or no, because whatever you do, they take it very seriously. So till 12 years, you don't have to tell because they're very young and all those stuff. No need to express to the problems of the world. But when they grow up, they need to, because now they will be facing outside. They will have the schoolmate bullying and all those things, the challenges. You can talk about your stuff. I went through all these things. People used to tease me and I used to come crying at home and it was difficult. So they know it's okay, and then you can encourage them that this is the way we could do it. You will have a greater bond. Really good bond, and we need to have this bond because the world is facing challenges for sure, and many more are going to come. The family which is bonded together will stay together, will be not depression prone, will not be seeking support outside. Or if you have 2-3 people at home, like one child, mama, papa, or 2 children, or and mummy, papa, or if you have dada, dadi and all, try to create the atmosphere of sharing. Important thing, and don't fake it. Be what you are, share what you are, talk about your challenges, ki these are the stuff I'm going through, and let us see if they have some say. They can have your answers also. So not that you're burdening with your problems, you can also share your successes, you can also share how you achieved all those stuff and all, but don't fake it. That is very important. Don't fake it. They will really appreciate your genuinity. They love your authenticity and they will look up to you. They will, we used to do this, you people don't do. Don't compare and brag about yourself. Don't put them down because they don't like it. As much as possible, appreciate them genuinely. If they are not, the things are not appreciable, don't do it. But if you're doing something, really appreciate them and don't talk much high-fi about yourself. Of course, at times when the things are there, in between you can add your stories of success, your stories of failure, about your own growing up age, what were the challenges, what were all these stuff. They love to hear. They would love to hear that, okay? And that will have the bond. They will feel my parents are such sweet people, They are ordinary, but they have done it so well. They'll have the feeling of appreciation for you. And that is important. And once they have that thing for you, they will be with you. They would want to talk to you. You don't have to go for any course and prepare how to talk to my child and create the bond. Jabardasti, don't talk about their affairs and all. If they want to talk, let them talk. If they don't want to talk, don't dig deep. What is it? What is it? They don't like to be probed upon. Let them come and sit with you, and they, let the opportunity be or the space be created. That they would like to talk to you. They want to come and speak to you. So you don't have to go and dig deep like, oh, my child is not talking, he's only with the friends and all. You become a friend without judging. In fact, tell about your stories. Tell about your fears, your failures, because children learn from failures as well. We know we read the success stories of so many people, but I say read the failure stories also, so that these are the places where we can fail, so that we don't do that. Or even if you do it, it's okay. People have fallen down, but they rise in again. So we are into true picture after 12 to 19, and 19 ke baad to adult hai, and then of course you need to leave them on their own. If they need their support, they'll come to you. Let them take their own decisions about their career, Of course, you're there for guidance, but don't push them for sure. If they ask you, they want support, there are guidance, career guidance, and all those stuff are there. You can ask your people and all, but let them also do their research. And today, the knowledge is so much. People are so exposed, they know it. They can Google it, they can find out, they can research it. They know their responsibilities also, because by now we have made our children responsible, and they'll see to it that they're exploring good options, and they will come to you for suggestions and all those stuff, and welcome them. At times they don't want to come to you. Be okay with that as well. Only thing, don't push the child for something. You're getting it? To give them the freedom, give them that lot of love, give them the authenticity, let them be as they are, and you be what you are. Don't have the moral idealistic thing in front of them. That doesn't work. Be what you are and share your bond with them. So I hope it helps, and if you have any questions regarding this, I'm here. If you feel ki saying is easy but doing is difficult, honey, we know what we're going through, we have so many things, so we can really address those things also. So that what I want, basically future may the depression cases are rising, the challenges are rising, the parents are committing suicide, forget the children after being so mature and all those things. And so we all need the support, and this support comes with the family bonding. The family which is bonded. See, even if you're sitting together for one meal together, 10 minutes, half an hour, keep your phone in the next bedroom or somewhere. Don't keep it in the hall. Talk about the whole thing, about your plans, what is happening in the office. I'm talking about the adult kids, okay, 12 and above ke liye. And what is happening, don't ask. Directly start with your own thing. So when you start, oh, he is already adult ke group mein aa hi gaya already. All the children having strong bond with your parents. If you have strong bond with your mom, you'll have no obstacle. Any entrance exam, any job interview, any research, anything, tuck will be cleared. All children, if you're listening, if you have very strong bond with your mom, obstacles are washed off by their blessings, right? And if you have very strong bond with your dad, with your father, you'll never have financial issues. Your financial obstacles will be sorted. So all children, if you're watching, if you have very strong bond with your father, you will have no problem with your finances. Money will keep coming when you grow up. Okay? And parents, do listen to this. You need to build a bond, not only for your thing, but for the betterment of the children. So it's easy to blame to the generation and all that thing. We keep saying today's generation. And I've been listening from my time. My daddy and all used to say कि आजकल के बच्चे उसके पहले भी. So it's always been the case. So basically what's important is have the bond. Follow these instructions between the age group 0 to 5, 5 to 11 and 12 and so on, so that you are creating the bond. At least we have only 2-3 people at home these days, at the most 4 people if you have 2 kids. And we people as if we are divided, and I feel really sorry for the families, those who don't talk. We seek outside the friends. Of course, friends are fun to be with. Friends are extra support system. But parents ke saath, if you have a strong bond, it's a beautiful life, guaranteed. I can write on a blank stamp paper and sign and give. If it is not there, let me know. I will whatever, if you tell me change my name and all that stuff, I can do it. It's spiritually proved. Now it's scientifically proved also. So those children who are connected to their parents, who love them, respect them, and appreciate them for who they are, with all the drawbacks. We are not superhuman beings. We are ordinary human beings. Let our children know and let them accept us as they are. As we are, I'm sorry. And let us accept our children. Some children stand for, some people make, aajkal kya chalu hai? White Heart mein something. What is that going on? And can you help me with this name? Coding something. So children will always be, very ahead of us, but some children stay behind. They are not that, but we love them completely, and they will ultimately shine for sure. They will shine for sure if the parents are loving and accepting them as they are. So this bond is super important. Put some effort in that. devote some time. That's your investment of your time and energy for the lifetime. It's an investment for your money, your obstacles, your success, your love life, your spiritual growth happens when your family is bonded. So family bonding is super important. Artificial intelligence is the future. So if our children are not intelligent or don't remember things, forget it. Artificial intelligence will do the work. What is important? Emotional work will not be done by artificial intelligence. That is our job to bring it, inculcate in our children to be emotionally strong. Even if you fail in doing something, it's okay, I'm there for you. Be for each other. So it's so important, like, when you have somebody at home, your best friend should be at home. I normally don't use the word should, but actually the best friend, if it is at home, the child will never go astray, or the parents will never go astray. I see the suffering of the parents. They feel so lonely. Children just come and ask me for money and all. They want this and that. They don't come and sit and talk to us, which is so sad. So we need to work on it. Wherever we are, whichever stage we are, we need to start from there, build step by step, so that we are creating a happy family. If not truly happy, but at least a family which has a bond. There was a WhatsApp message the other day I saw. Previously, even the neighbors used to come and sit as if it's their home. But now, even in the house, people are sitting like a neighbors, locked in their own room, watching their own TV or Netflix or whatever. And you're a stranger in your own house, which is really sad. So what we are working on, what my intention is as a parenting group, build up the families. So important. Elders are not in our control. Whoever, whatever they're doing. But children is our responsibility. Children ke liye parents are their responsibility. So let's work on them. Yeah. So you need to acknowledge your child's feeling. Child's feeling, a child need to acknowledge a parent's feeling also. That also should be inculcated in the children. Sometimes you feel children are taking for granted. So we need to tell them, beta, I don't like this. So what do I do? Let the child know how does it feel when your feelings are not acknowledged. It's both ways, Of course, when what I'm talking about is beyond 12 and above years. The child is mature enough to understand how does a mother feel, and they are concerned. And if you have made a mistake, say sorry immediately. And if you are waiting for some thank you and they're not telling, tell them to say thank you. But I've done this thing and require thanking. So it does not mean कि चलता है घर में क्या thank you बोलने का. And thank you not as those words taught in our school, but really feeling grateful that my mom has done this much. Even after she's sick or something, she's cooking for me. When I'm sick, I'm just lying down, but my mama is doing it. Put that. Sometimes children don't understand. So you need to tell them, even if my head is paining, I'm doing it for you. ये जताना नहीं होता, ये बताना होता है, so that they don't take you for granted. We don't want children to take us for granted, for sure. Because then it becomes a habit, and then again we have to bring them down, and then we keep crying behind. Children don't listen. Children just want to do their own stuff. So थोड़ा थोड़ा बताते बताते करते भी जाओ. जताना नहीं है, बताना है, which is important. So that is it. Love you all. Namaste. Thank you. God bless you. Stay healthy, happy, home. Smiling always. Take care.